what is going on with you? You sent me here to do a ministry, and I cannot function like this with pain.
Things just don't feel right. It's not Christmas without her being there.
The level of poverty in Frakes, Kentucky is just unbelievable. The people are into the minus figures before they've ever even paid for normal living expenses.
I was going through a very difficult and challenging time. And I'd gone to Rehoboth Beach just to get away for a bit and to try to put the pieces back together.
Recently, I went to my rheumatologist, and she offered me a new medication that they have for the rheumatoid arthritis that I have, which is, according to her, very, very bad. And I've been in a lot of pain, but when I read the side effects, I decided I was not going to do it. But then the pain continued, and I started talking to God. He's so real to me. And I said, what's going on? You want me to do this ministry? You have to do something because I am in a lot of pain, but I don't want to take this medication. And all of a sudden I stopped and I said, well, he's giving me this opportunity to try this medication for the pain. And I asked him to help me, and he's giving me the solution. I don't want to hear him. So I decided that I was going to do it. And thank God I am on my 4th or 5th treatment, and I've been feeling great.
Growing up, my grandma from my mom's side would spend the evening Christmas Eve and be there Christmas morning when my sister and I would open presents. However, 5 years ago, my grandma was in the hospital recovering from pneumonia, and it looked like she wouldn't be spending Christmas with us. She'd be spending Christmas in the hospital. We're starting to open like our first present from her stocking, and the phone rings. My mom answers it, and then she's like, time out, we're putting Christmas on pause. It's the hospital. They're releasing my grandma. We quickly go pick her up, bring her back, and we resume Christmas like it's supposed to be. Since then, it's become more significant for me. 2 years ago, my grandma did pass away, and I see that Christmas as God giving me one extra Christmas with my grandma that I wasn't expecting to get. From an event like that, seeing God work wonders in my own life, it makes me aware of His presence every day. Regardless of whether I see it, I know He's there, and just makes me want to look harder for His callings, His directions He wants me to take.
Some Sundays, it feels to me that the ministers are preaching that sermon specifically for me. One such Sunday was during the sign-up for the Henderson mission trip in Frakes, Kentucky. I had been thinking about going on that trip, but I was kibitzing. The sermon that Nancy preached that Sunday spoke right to me. I knew I had to go, and I'm really glad I did. I truly believe that that was the Lord speaking through Nancy, telling me that this was something He wanted me to do. I'm just one person, but I feel He is using me to do what little or as much as I possibly can.
Years ago, I was going through a very difficult and challenging time. And I'd gone to Rehoboth Beach just to get away for a bit and to try to put the pieces back together of my life. And one morning I was sitting on the beach, watching the sunrise and reading a book. And at that moment, the thought ran through my mind that I'm never going to get in this life the thing that I most desired, but it's okay. God is with me. It was a feeling of peace and calmness. My spirit was very troubled. And when that happened, just watching the sunrise and hearing God say, you're not going to get what you want, but it's going to be all right, it was just this sense of relief, a sense of peace, a sense of overwhelming love. I know as sure as I'm sitting here that that was the voice of God, assuring me that God is with us. It was a wow moment.